Hey art superstars, Miss Bree here from the Messy Mom. I'm so excited to have you guys with us again today, and I'm really excited about this new project we're going to be doing. So today we are actually going to be learning a lot about color. So if you didn't know, color is an element of art. And there are several different elements of art. So that means that color is not the only thing that makes art. Okay, so we're going to be learning about those other things a little bit later on. But today we are going to be focusing on color. So we have this worksheet here. Hopefully you guys were able to print it out. I am going to be using markers just because I happen to have a lot of them because, you know, I'm the messy mom. So I have a lot of markers, so I'm going to be using markers today. But if you don't have markers, I recommend color pencils because that can be really easy to mix together. So markers, color pencils, whatever you guys can do. And then I'm going to be explaining this all for you and we're going to do it together. All right, guys, let's get it started. All right, my friends, we are ready to rock and roll. So the very first thing we're going to do is we are going to start at the top with the color wheel, okay? So this is a color wheel. And in this color wheel, we have primary colors, secondary colors, and intermediate colors. And we will go over that, but first, we are going to fill in this color wheel, and it will make it a lot easier for us to see what we're talking about. So I'm going to go in order of the rainbow, and I am going to start with red. So if you have a red marker, color pencil, let's get that out. And what we're going to do, and you can see that they're all labeled on which color they're supposed to be. So we're going to start with red. And then you might notice there is a little P next to the red, and that just stands for primary. So that means that red is a primary color. All right, awesome. Now the next thing I'm actually going to do I'm going to skip this one so I can explain it a little bit better, and we're going to go over here to orange. So let's fill in the orange. And as you can see, it has a little S next to it, and that means secondary. So orange is a secondary color. All right, now again, we're going to skip this one and we're going to go right here to yellow. All right, and as you can see, the yellow has a little P next to it, which means what? That it's primary. All right, let's get that filled in. All right, skipping this one again, we're going to go right over here to green, which has an X next to it. So it is another secondary color. Get this filled in. All right, awesome. Skip this one again. And we are going to go to blue. I'm going to turn my paper so I can actually get to it better. All right. And the blue has a P next to it, right? So the blue is a primary color. Fantastic. All right, and then we're going to skip again, and we're going to go right here to purple. Purple has an S next to it, so it is a secondary color. So as you can probably tell by now, all the ones that we skipped are intermediate colors. And I did that on purpose because I want to tell you about the primary and the secondary colors first. Okay, so we're going to leave this the way it is for now, and we're going to come right down here. Now, right here, if you're able to read that, it says every time I use color, I create a color scheme. Okay, these all down here are the most common or popular color schemes. All right, so first we're going to start with primary. There's 3 primary colors. The primary colors are the colors from which all other colors are made. So that means any other colors that we're going to see here cannot be made without the primary colors. So we're going to go back up here. We're going to look at the colors that say P next to them. So red, yellow, and blue. Okay, those are our primary colors. So I'm going to get my red and I'm going to color in this first block. All right, next was yellow. I'm going to get my yellow, color in that box. And then blue. All right. So now we have our secondary colors, right? So the secondary colors are 2 of the primary colors mixed together. Okay? So that means orange, green, and purple are all secondary colors. Orange, green, and purple are made from mixing either red and blue or red and yellow. Any of those two, any 2 primary colors together. Okay? And I'll tell you real quick, and it's easy to tell if you look at the color wheel too. So when you mix red and yellow together, you get orange. Okay? When you mix yellow and blue together, you get green. When you mix red and blue together, you get purple. All right? So let's fill in our blocks. I need to find my orange marker. Oh, it's hiding. There it is. All right, so we have orange, green, and purple. All right, guys, awesome. So we will go over the intermediate colors, okay? So that's all these colors that we missed up here. Now, intermediate colors are a primary color plus a secondary color. So it's basically those 2 sort of mixed together. So this first one is red-orange, and it's kind of easy because they're in between red and orange, okay? So I got sort of a deeper orange color marker right here, and that looks like a red-orange. And as you can see, it definitely is. So you can see it does look kind of orangey, but it's also more on the red side too. So it is in between those colors. All right. Now our next one is in between orange and yellow. So we're looking for a yellow-orange color. And that is going to be this one. So it's almost sort of like a golden type of yellow. Because it has that tint of orange in it. Alright, very good. Alright, next we're looking for a yellow green. So this might just, to you it might look like a light green. So it'd be something like this right here. Because when you mix yellow into green, it makes the green lighter. So this is more like a yellow green. Alright, and what's our next one here? So it's in between green and blue, right? So we're looking for like a blue-green color. So that might be something like a teal. So we're going to color this in because it's not quite blue, right? And it sort of looks greenish. So it's a blue-green. Alright. Now this one is going to be a blue purple, which is something you might also call like an indigo. So it's sort of like a deep blue color. And it might even be to the point where it looks purple. So, and actually it might be a little bit more purple than what I'm having here, but this at least gives you a good idea. All right, and then our next one is between red and purple. So we're going to do a red purple. Now this color I might call like what's called a fuchsia, if you want to get fancy with it. But you can see it almost looks like there's some red in there and purple. So it's a pretty good mix of those colors. Alright. Look how beautiful that color wheel looks. Alright guys, so I'm going to start up here and I'm going to color in my blocks. So I'll just start with red purple since I already have it out. And then we're going to go to red orange. And then to yellow orange. Yellow green. Blue green. And then let's go to our blue purple. Oh, that's not the right one. Sorry. See, it's almost hard to tell the difference. Alright. Perfect. Alright guys, so those are the difference between primary, secondary, and intermediate colors, okay? So, again, all colors are made from these three colors here. These colors are made from two primary colors mixed together. And these are a primary color plus a secondary color mixed together. Alright? So, we'll do something fun and go to the rainbow over here. Now, the rainbow is exactly pretty much how we colored it. It's the primary and the secondary colors in order. So, we need to start with red. We're going to start with red over here. And then what's next in our rainbow? We go to orange. And after orange, we're going to go to yellow. And then we go to green. So all you need to do is look at your primary and secondary colors if you get lost. we're just doing them in order, starting with red. We have blue. And then we are going to have, it's stuck, there we go, purple. All right, guys, awesome. So, as you can see right here, this says warm and cool. Okay, so there is a such thing as warm colors and cool colors. When you think of warm colors, you sort of think of like a fire, you know, you think of something warm. So, warm colors is the color yellow plus all colors with red and orange tones. All right, so we're going to look up here and we're going to look at the colors with red and orange tones. So we have up here, and then, so yellow, our yellow orange, orange, red, and then the red purple is actually also a warm tone. So we can start with that, and we're going to go the red, purple, we'll go with the red. I'm just going to do them in order because that's just the way I do things. Yellow. Yellow, orange. Orange. And red, orange. All right. So these are warm colors. They just look nice and toasty, right? All right, so cool colors. I mean, they are pretty cool. If you look at these, I love blue and I love blue-green. They're some of my favorite colors. So cool colors are purple plus all the colors with blue and green tones. Okay, so we're basically going to start from purple and we're going to come all the way down over here to yellow-green. And those are cool colors. So I'm going to start with my purple and we'll get this colored in. And then we're not going to use that one. We're going to use this one. We're going to use this one. Other colors, I need my green. All right, awesome. All right, warm colors, cool colors. And I'm actually thinking that I'm including the differences between warm and cool colors, and I think that you guys are really gonna love it. All right, one last thing, you guys, and we are done. So let's look down here. This says complementary, so we are going to look at complementary colors. So basically, they are opposites on the color wheel, and that's how you can find them. But complementary colors are colors that complement each other. So that means that they can always go together. So we're going to be looking at the color wheel, and we're not doing intermediate colors with this one, but we're going to start with red. And this is a really easy one because one of my favorite holidays, which is Christmas, includes these complementary colors. So we have red And if we follow it right across, we go into green. Okay? So green and red are complementary colors. They go together very well. All right, so red and green. See, look at that. They complement each other. They go so nicely side by side. All right, guys, we're skipping our intermediate colors. Let's go down to orange. We're going to go straight across, and that runs into blue. So I actually really love that color combination as well. We're going to go right here, orange and blue. Awesome. All right, guys, one more. We are going to go down to yellow, because remember we're skipping intermediate, so we're going to yellow, and we're going to go straight across to purple. So, yellow, and purple. Did you guys know that those colors go together? I didn't when I was little. I'm just saying. But look at this. Our sheet is all colored up. It looks awesome. And you guys did such a great job. All right, superstars, I hope that you learned a lot today in our color lesson, and I hope that you had fun too. So we're going to be learning a lot more, but we're going to be working with color first. All right, so make sure that you check back to see what our next project is going to be, and it will be up soon. All right, guys, until next time.